Ew.
Nice foreground arm.
Yeah, it's gross. I don't like it. It's really disgusting.
You're disgusting, Jake.
The thing I didn't like were the little fingers creeping into the frame. That was the gross part.
No one likes a creeping finger. Creeping fingers.
Creeping fingers on Important If True.
What was the expression that the old-timey exclamation? Leaping lords.
Leaping lords.
Creeping fingers.
Five creeping fingers.
That's the Hoist Miss exclamation. Creeping fingers. That was a bad gift.
It's December 21st, 2017.
And this is Important If True.
For Idle Thumbs, I am Chris Remo.
I'm Nick Brecken.
I'm Jake Rodkin.
And here we are deep in Hoistmas season. I don't know why I said it like that.
Deep in there.
Just deep in it. We are just right deep in it. And we, as we speak, we are prepping for out-of-town travel and holiday events, and we have a number of weeks to fill with podcast content when we're not around, and so we are taking the time-honored cheap shot move of filling one of those weeks with a fucking clip show.
So thanks for listening this week. See you guys next week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, sorry. Please stay and listen to this reheated holiday content.
Yes. This re-gifted
leftovers.
This re-gifted fruitcake of pod content. This is a bunch of holiday-related Yuletide and Hoistmas and holiday and Christmas-related content that we have accrued over,
the
last
year.
Yeah, pretty much the last year. From Important If True, with an extra little bonus bit of warmest greetings from our sister podcast, Idle Thumbs. And we will actually, you know what, we're going to lead it off with some new content.
Also in the time-honored tradition of clip shows, we'll put a little budget up front here.
A little Hoistmas teaser for you, so we can all pretend that this isn't just total bullshit. It's super good, I mean.
Yeah. So, Bo Gibberson or Bo Gibberson.
Who's to say? There's absolutely no way to know which of those is true, regardless of what anyone, including him, says about it.
Writes, salutations. Good God, I can't even speak. He writes, salutations.
Yeah, I got that.
I became intrigued by your podcast when my brother had me listen to the Ghost and Goblins episode, and I have since listened to every episode thrice. We're getting into some sort of like genie regulatory situation. I think.
God! Oh no!
No, just that. The topic of Hoistmas is one.
I am doomed to listen to your podcast.
You will thrice listen to each Important If True. The topic of Hoistmas is one of my favorite things about the series, and I often find myself wondering what would be a good Hoistmas carol. To answer my own question, I've written a short carol entitled "Beware the Dread Lord Hoistmas." It is surprisingly difficult to create a song for this wonderfully terrifying fictional holiday. It is attached to this email in PDF form. Bo Gibberson /Gibberson.
Of the Gibberson Gibbersons.
Yes.
All right. Well, I am going to go ahead and give this the best reading I can. Here we go from Bo Gibberson. To mark the end of autumn's reign, before the world grows dark and gray, there rides a herald of our doom. Lord Hoistmas comes this day. His mount not horse nor caribou, but goblin with no ghost, rears in fits of fury for a lack of burial. No one has placated it, the children let it go. It flies about on metal wings, pure terror made aerial. His companions steal no sausages, nor lick heaps of bowls and spoons, but happily hoist inhabited homes hosts as only Hoistmas harbingers do.
Whoa.
Delighting in turns of fate and irony, and savoring Hoistmas's mordancy as can very few. To mark the end of autumn's reign before the world grows dark and gray, there rides a herald of our doom. Lord Hoistmas comes this day. From Bo Gibberson.
It's very good.
Thanks, Bo.
All right, so I have a confession to make before we get into any of our clips.
Yeah?
I've completely forgotten what Hoistmas is and what separates it from Christmas.
Me too. I have absolutely no idea.
Yes! Nick, are you the keeper
Nick,
of the
do you remember
Hoistmas
what
flame?
Hoistmas even is?
I don't know. I mean, what?
We've talked about it on like 4
What are we
episodes.
talking about? I never know what we're talking about. Like, oh God.
Oh man,
Isn't
so
it?
I
It's a
broke the
holiday.
ice.
You get hoisted on that holiday every
Yeah,
year.
Yeah,
sure.
you definitely do. Yeah, you definitely do.
Right. It's just
And
that
like
every
Lord
year
Hoistmas
that happens.
fucking hoists
You get-
for it. He probably
Yes.
keeps a list of like who.
But I think we didn't we establish that every day is Hoistmas or something? Like didn't we basically say
yeah,
that
that
there's
sounds
no
familiar.
I think that Hoistmas lore is probably pretty flimsy, all things considered. I
Yeah,
don't think it's
let's
locked
just-
locked up that tight.
yeah.
I know that a character named Lord Hoistmas appears, and I don't think that he hoists you. I think that he just points out that
he's like
you've
an
been
embodiment.
hoisted.
He
Yes,
doesn't
that's
need
true.
to. I think he's just present.
Yeah, I
and
think
sort
you
of
get-
knowingly.
That's my memory, is that you
Yeah.
just get like mega
yeah.
hoisted. You just somehow just eat the most shit, like the
Yeah.
most self-own of self-owns,
Yeah.
and then you look up, and then Lord Hoistmas is there, and he just says,
puts a finger to the
he
size
taps
of
his nose,
nose.
and maybe he says hoisted, and
Yeah.
then
or maybe he just looks at you meaningfully and you know.
and you know, or maybe in your
Yeah.
brain you hear the word hoisted, but you don't know that if it's him like telepathically saying the word
Right.
hoisted to you, or if it's just
Right.
your own interiority confirming that yes, you are
Yeah.
hoisted.
Definitely, we are fucking visited by Lord Hoistmas right now as we're preparing a Hoistmas episode on which we all acknowledge that we've forgotten what Hoistmas is. Good job.
I know. I read that. So this carol is actually an amazing example of like myth making, where I'm like, oh wait, it talks about the Furbies and stuff. Was Hoistmas invented in that Ghosts and Goblins? Wait a minute, that talks about the Yule. Is that when we invented Hoistmas? Mm-hmm. Hoistmas just is and has always been.
It turns out Hoistmas has been in you all along,
Yeah,
Jake.
it's been in you all
Yeah.
along. Important if true.
Yeah.
deep
Been in the
inside
hearts
of
and
you.
minds
Yeah.
of our readers.
Yep. Well, that's as good a way as any to
So
introduce.
I guess we'll be visited by 3 Hoistmas ghosts, or maybe 4,
Maybe 4, we're
and
not
at
really
least
sure.
one Idle Thumbs goblin.
Yeah, that's true. Should we? I mean, on that note, I guess you're going to find out whether anything we just said has anything to do with Hoistmas as originally conceived on this podcast. What is the first of these Hoistmas spirits to visit our listeners, Jake?
Is it a spirit? I guess it's a spirit.
I don't know what it is. I meant like the Hoistmas spirit. Like our listeners will be imbued with the spirit of Hoistmas.
Wait, like the Hoistmas spirit, as in like is there also a Hoistmas like father and a Hoistmas son?
That's not.
You
What, I mean,
there's a ghost of Hoistmas past.
no. I just
Which
meant,
one are you riffing on
no,
here, Chris?
No, I
You just mean
meant,
the spirit of
The
Hoistmas
Holy
Yeah.
Ghost
generally.
and Goblin.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Holy Ghost and Goblin. Yeah. What is the first of these that we're gonna hear?
The first of these, I believe, in this episode, Important If True 16, we conceive of or
refer to the
or refer to the already existing existence of and methodology of Lord Hoistmas, or the Lord Hoistmas that has always been is revealed to us in this podcast, and then
Right.
we're just telling you guys about it,
All right.
forming, the religion of Lord Hoistmas, and we are its prophets.
Enjoy. Shall we do another email here?
Yeah.
Shumple Stiltskins on Twitter asks,
Oh.
when is Hoistmas?
Like, is if you were to celebrate Hoistmas as a collective day, would you all be celebrating the day that we were all hoisted, or is it like a day that you all celebrate your individual
That's what I
hoistings?
mean,
Like it's a
right,
day of
yeah.
remembrance,
Right, yeah.
Of in the last year, when were you hoisted? Let's take a time back and reflect, and hopefully,
Oh, I see. So it's almost like Thanksgiving, but you're sort of,
yeah. But it's Hoistmas.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we're definitely living in Hoistmas right now. That fucking CRISPR shit? What? Like, that is just...
Chris,
that is a
there is
slow-
no way anyone will be hoisted by this quote CRISPR inventor,
Yeah.
comma
We'll
hoisted.
think about the hoisting implications
Yeah.
later.
There is no way this will turn people into multiple castes of superhumans and decrepit people whose resources were stolen from them by way of their genetics literally being modified to turn them into a servant caste.
Jesus.
Lord Hoistmas.
Is Lord Hoistmas the Santa Claus of Hoistmas?
Yeah, I
Lord
think so.
Hoistmas. let him into your house. You don't really have to do anything. He's
God, he kicks down the door, fucks up your house, and says, "Hoisted!" And then he's out of there after stealing your pod robot.
Well, no, I think the night before Hoistmas, you have to put a petard under your pillow, and then Lord Hoistmas comes.
He just sets it off. He just fucking blows up your face.
No,
says hoisted.
No, he just watches you get hoisted.
Yeah, he just watches.
He comes in and says, Did you put the petard on it? Yes, I did. Okay, explode it. I'm waiting.
I don't even think that's what he says. I feel like what Lord Hoistmas would have to basically be a super malicious Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone who busts into your house, and by whatever means you've made to prevent Lord Hoistmas from fucking you up, you get fucked by it.
Right.
Every time. He's just like a horrible
God, I fucking hate this holiday.
Yeah.
I'm putting like 18 locks on my doors.
He's like a weird bad luck / like entropy spirit who, by whatever means you do to prevent getting hoisted, you will be hoisted by those means, guaranteed, when he visits your house. He's like a Final Destination ghost.
Yeah, he is, yes.
But it's not, you don't necessarily get killed. It's just like, oh, God, like you're just like a pudding lands on you, or like all of your important appointments for the next week get canceled because you like delete them from your calendar by way of trying
to try to lock down your computer.
Yeah, you're like, oh, jeez, and then
you like turn off your main circuit breaker so that he can't electrocute.
Right, but then your files are erased somehow, like
and
hard drive.
And then your carbon monoxide alarm doesn't go off.
So you die, jeez. But yeah, and then
what a great holiday.
Sorry, that was dark.
Yeah, but he just says hoisted and then sort of just jingles away. He still has the jingle bells. He kept those from Santa Claus just to really twist the knife.
Yeah, he doesn't really have to do anything. He just walks in and declares your inevitable
and you're
hoisting.
like, oh, God, he's here. Ugh. And then, he hoisted. And he walks away.
Does this just happen to everybody?
Yeah.
Like
everybody has their own Lord.
This is like the worldwide day where everyone just...
What was his name? Lord Hoistmas knows if you've been naughty or nice and doesn't give a fuck. He'll visit you and hoist you all the same.
Yeah.
You don't need to celebrate Hoistmas because you're celebrating it right now.
Yeah, Hoistmas celebrates you for sure.
Yeah, the word hoist has slowly drifted into like the same. I mean, since it's so similar to the word moist, my brain now is starting to like.
Oh yeah.
We got to end every
Hoist
episode by taking a thing that you love, Chris, and ruining it. So whenever you think hoist, think moist.
TM registered.
Yeah.
Hoist USA.
7,000 Goodreads.
7,000 Goodreads have highlighted this phrase, moist quote. USA.
What?
They made the Bay Bridge.
True.
4 million Goodreads readers have highlighted this passage, get hoisted. I wonder if that means that you could control what text displays in Amazon stores. If you're like, Jesus, 200 million Goodreads accounts outlined this. Fuck you. Do we have to put that in our store now?
Ha ha ha. What a good clip of something.
This is a real human memory.
What's next? What do we got?
It's a brief conversation. If I think it's brief.
Yeah. We're going to find out, I guess.
Oh, this is for Important If True 18, which is a classic episode because it's the one when Nick talked about that old man who gave him liverwurst.
Oh, gross. Yeah.
And then we started talking about how maybe Nick had in fact been, unbeknownst to him, subjected to a Hoistmas tradition where people just give you liverwurst all the time.
All right. Cool. Yeah. I actually remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue Apron engages in a Hoistmas tradition of sending everyone like 30 times more garlic than they need. So you have houses just full of stinking garlic and liverwurst.
All right. Well, here's the clip. See if we're right.
I love this show. This game show.
Oh, it's a good show.
See if we're right.
I mean, Nick, see if we're right.
Our memories are bad.
I would say that see if we're right always. Is a totally valid summary of a show that calls itself Important If True.
That's an alternate title for Important If True.
Important If True, a.k.a. see if we're right. If not, who cares? Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, you're fucked. If not, it does. Who gives a shit?
Sorry about that hour of your life.
Yeah. I remember one of the weird things kids did when I was in like 3rd grade is they would sneak into the garden, steal a bunch of garlic, and then dare each other to just eat a raw clove of garlic. And like daring you to eat a garlic was sort of like almost a rite of passage kind of mechanic in my elementary school. And it's disgusting. I mean, eating just like a full-on raw clove of garlic is not good.
I kind of like it.
Do you really?
I don't do it all the time. I wouldn't seek that out, but like if I'm cooking with garlic and I have a bunch of it and it smells really good and I'm in sort of a garlicky mood, I'll just like chomp a clove for sure.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Why
Wow.
not? It's garlic.
Here-
I've never done it.
Divide your garlic into 2 portions. Send 1/2 to Jake, courtesy of Idle Thumbs.
And 1/2 to the children
And
of
1/2
America.
Yeah, the adorable street urchins of your local neighborhood.
Yeah, I think you should find whatever sort of the National Garlic Council is, propose this idea to them. When they reject it outright, form a competing garlic council and start using your and the rest of America's leftover Blue Apron garlic to raise garlic awareness, but like for yourself and not for garlic growers.
Maybe
Like
you
then you have power over those kids, and you can start pushing a lot of other stuff on them, like liverwurst.
You could wrap the garlic cloves in a slice of liverwurst, which, as we know, children love.
That's like to sort of get the garlic
Yeah,
down,
it's
right?
like a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. A spoonful of liverwurst helps the garlic clove go down, as we all know.
Oof.
Classic wisdom.
This is, in fact, Liverwurst Council and Garlic Council together buying a bunch of huge ads.
Yeah.
What would Christmas be without a garlic clove wrapped in liverwurst?
God, that does sound. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
It's a traditional German Christmas tradition.
really does.
You hang the liverwurst wrapped garlic over your hearth.
And then you eat it. You jump up and go, and just try to grab it. All the kids do. They love
and then
it.
Lord Hoist Miss pops out and definitely we
And he
all
says,
know.
yeah.
he says,
We all know what he says.
He says, he looks at the garlic and liverwurst that you've been fucking conned into putting all over your house and says, hoisted, and then he leaves. But he eats that garlic
he eats
because
it
he's
before he
me.
goes though.
Yeah. That's good.
He might say ho ho hoisted, in fact. And then he says Merry Hoistmas and taps his nose, and then he
Yeah.
leaves.
Yeah.
But it's like a little knowing, instead of like we all celebrate, like he's saying like got fucking owned, and then he leaves. He
Yeah.
says hoisted, my friend.
Yeah. Well, I think that
He
The
gives
tapping
you
of the nose came from the garlic.
he gives you more liverwurst and then leaves.
yeah.
Because it's actually that guy. He gives you a silver dollar. Nick, in fact, met Lord Hoistmas.
Oh yeah, you're going to be at some point called to testify on, like in a trial determining the like the truth, the true reality of Lord Hoistmas.
Yeah.
And he'll wink and you'll remember that silver dollar that you still have. That's appreciated.
He'll pull it
do.
out of your ear, actually, and be like, it was with you all along. And you'll go, oh, God, what?
Hoisted.
They hoisted it. It was in
say.
your skull.
Yeah.
That's his magic trick.
Yeah, he pulled it out of your head where he left it earlier, causing you to be the man you are today. He just wanted you to be a man. He wanted you to be a very specific man. Nick Brecken.
Yeah.
He wanted you to be a hoisted man.
Weird long game from Lord Hoistmas.
Yeah.
That's the only game he plays, though, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true. He
that's
doesn't.
true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that basically answers Kira's question.
I think so.
Yeah. Speaking about continuing to take up your time,
Yeah.
our next clip is from my favorite episode of Important If True.
Oh, really?
Important If True 20, Christmas is Canceled.
Ah.
In that episode, we talked about Krampus in, I think, Important If True 19. I didn't really include Krampus in here. We'll see if Krampus is included
Jake,
or not.
I'll leave it to you to determine whether or not that gets included.
Krampus is included. Krampus is not included.
Okay.
Krampus
All right.
sold separately.
Krampus sold separately. In episode 20 of Important If True, we talk about the Yule lads, which is a like Scandinavian, just like coterie of weird
Just
holiday demons.
Horrible little children.
Yeah.
Who ruin your Christmas.
You picture them as children? I
Well, they're
picture the
called
Yule
lads.
Yeah, but that's
So
also
you
a
think of them as,
colloquial
like-
term for just
you
like
think of them as like little elves, basically.
you
or
could be
something.
a young adult and do
like
horrible.
an adolescent.
I mean, think about in like if
Imagine if fucking teens had to invade your Christmas.
if like
I guess if you're a
when
parent,
I
that
think of the
literally
word
happens.
lad like that word is it's clearly it's
You're
an
thinking
English
of, like,
translation.
English soccer hooligans.
Right, but like, okay, so
Yeah.
Christmas, they're called the Yule lads, but that's obviously not what they're actually called. That's a translation of
Right,
some Scandinavian
right,
language.
right.
And lads, in more modern parlance, is kind of like what you say to just dismiss a boys will be boy asshole who's
Yeah,
probably
that's
older
true,
than
that's
he
true.
should be and should know
Lad
better.
culture. Yeah, totally.
So I feel like the Yule lads might be old and
Yeah.
might just be.
They're perpetual adolescents.
Yeah. But
See if we're right. Here's the clip. We, I guess in passing, mentioned like the concept of a Krampus
yeah.
a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't even remember where that came from, but we were talking about Krampus, which is sort of a like
we were
Santa
talking about-
Claus counterpart,
Yeah.
Yeah, Krampus.
villainous.
Were we talking about Hoistmas?
Yuletide spirit?
I'm sure it was in the concept of
troll
Hoistmas.
thing.
Yeah, Krampus is
Hoistmas,
like
I think.
is a sort of half goat, half demon, anti Santa Claus. Like Santa Claus goes to the good kids or Saint Nicholas,
Yeah.
and gives them treats. And Krampus is this sort of horned demon who cavorts around and hits bad kids with a stick.
Yeah.
I believe.
So Niev writes in.
Good. Krampus is good.
Yeah, and she has a whole like slate of information here that was totally new to me. So she says, a Nordic country, but Iceland, not Sweden, does actually have a pantheon of highly specialized Krampuses, which is an impossibly good phrase. In Iceland, there are 13 Yule lads and their troll parents, Grilla and Lapului. I'm going to say all of these wrong. I'm really sorry to any
It's fine.
Icelandic
Krampus will show up
listeners.
later and punish
Yeah,
you.
and I will be hoisted, yeah. Plus the family pet, the Yule cat. Grilla is closest to Krampus, stealing naughty children to cook and eat. Yule cat, on the other hand, targets based not on morality but fashion, eating any child who has not received a new article of clothing by Christmas. That's a
Jesus.
fucking
The child has no
terrifying deadline.
agency in that.
I know.
Mom,
Sorry, your parents are bad. I'm going to eat you now.
also I have a little cat, I imagine.
Yeah.
I can't not picture the Yule cat as just like the size of a house cat.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Who just looks
Oh,
like
that's what I imagine,
just like
too.
curled up as a house cat, but then it's like
It
a
eats
fucking
you?
a fucking no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That's
watching.
like yeah, you had those shorts last year,
Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep.
and then a jaw,
Christmas
a
is-
Yule,
Christmas
a
is
Yule
tomorrow.
jaw is unhinged.
You got to go to sleep.
Gross.
Christmas is St. Nick's coming. Just go to sleep. I'm going to eat you.
just
Yeah.
sort of just rubbing up against you. You're like, God, is that okay? Anyway, Yule cat.
The Yule lads are comparatively tamer. The lads arrive one at a time each night leading up to Christmas and are generally said to depart in the same order on the nights following Christmas Day. The Yule lads are as follows. And again, I'm sorry for how I say these.
They'll punish you. It's fine.
Stekkjarster. Sheep coat clod. He has stiff legs and harasses your sheep. Giljagar. Gollygawk. He hides in gullies near the cow shed and waits until the perfect opportunity to sneak in and steal your cow's milk. Stuffer. Stubby. The shortest lad by a long shot. He steals pans to eat the dried crusts left behind.
It's actually nice.
Yeah, it's handy.
I appreciate that.
Vorslecker, spoon licker. He steals spoons to lick them. Generally
Okay.
portrayed as thin due to malnutrition. And I have to clarify on this. The reason he is malnourished is because his only form of eating is licking spoons that he has
Oh,
stolen.
God.
Yeah.
That's like salad fingers. I don't like the idea of just like
What are
just
salad
a gross.
fingers?
Oh, it's
It's just an old
It's
meme,
an old-
Chris. It can't hurt you.
What?
It's,
What is
there's
it?
an old like YouTube series with a character named Salad Fingers, and he just had salad fingers.
What does that mean? He had salad fingers.
Well,
Am I
his
supposed to
fingers
know
were
what that
salad.
means?
His fingers were made of salad.
Sort of
Oh,
like
no,
long-
gross.
Yeah. It's just this sounds
Oh.
gross in the same way to me. Anyway.
Oh. I thought you meant he like touched salad with his fingers.
No,
and then
he just
licked
had a
his
weird
fingers.
voice, and his fingers were made of salad.
Oh, gross. I don't like that.
Anyway, yeah.
Potaskefil, pot scraper, eats the leftovers out of your pots. Askaliker, bowl licker, hides under beds waiting for someone to set down their bowl so he can steal it.
These characters all just
In there.
eat things off of your dirty dishes.
Well, not Hudeskeller, door slammer. My favorite Yule lad, he slams your doors at night when you're trying to sleep. Skirgamor, skyr gobbler, gobbler of skyr, the Icelandic cheese/yogurt that has taken Whole Foods by storm.
And he just eats the new cheese.
Bjunakriker, sausage stealer, hides in the rafters and steals sausage while they're being smoked. Glugagegir, peeping Tom, peers into your windows looking for things to steal. The pervert of the bunch. I think we can say they're all perverts.
Yeah.
Gatapifar, door sniffer, has a giant nose with a powerful sense of smell that he used to find your lafabrau, leaf bread, a delicately crisp and decorative flatbread traditional to Icelandic Yuletide festivities. Kettkroker, meat hook, uses a hook to steal your meats. Kertasníkr, candle thief, eats your candles, which made more sense when candles were made out of tallow. In modern Iceland, Grilla is said to be dead, and the Yule cat has given up eating children in favor of eating their Christmas dinners instead. The Yule lads have been turned into more benevolent Santa Claus figures, with Kertasníkr, which one is, let's see, oh, the candle thief, who traditionally arrives on Christmas Eve, in particular, being the main Santa, and then other Yule lads coming with smaller gifts in the days leading up to Christmas, or if you've been naughty, a potato. Anyway, now I can't help but imagine an entire pantheon of Hoist Miss lads, each with their own specialized form of hoisting. It seems you have been visited by Pooh Scammer, who scams podcast hosts with phony poo stories. All the best, Niav.
That is an insane pantheon of characters a mom made up in regards to children not doing all Christmas-adjacent chores, it seems like.
But do kids really care about what happens, like, while the sausages are being smoked?
Well, they won't get to eat the good sausage because that
that's true.
Shithead with a hook hand stole it.
No, that's a different person.
Oh, the hook hand steals your other meat.
The Kettkroker, meat hook, uses a hook to steal your meats. However, Bjugnakrækr, sausage stealer, hides in the rafters and steals sausage.
Okay, sorry, you're right.
Smoked.
These are either things that are used to scare a child into doing their chores, or excuse like a shitty fat dad who like ate all the food and couldn't resist ahead of time. Like, well, it must have been that meat stealer with that hook hand.
That's actually a really good point.
I feel like this is just, no matter what, there's like a sort of Nordic mother who's beset by a bunch of shitheads.
Yeah.
And demons have been created on all sides to either justify or terrify.
Yeah. I appreciate how much this is rooted in kind of a earlier rural set of assumptions about what life is. It's like, oh, your sheep get harassed. You know, he hides in the cow shed and steals the milk from your cows. While you're smoking your sausage, he steals it. It's good. It's
your door gets slammed.
Yeah, your door gets slammed a lot when you're trying to sleep. That one I think we can all relate to. But yeah, I really enjoy the quaintness of the Yule lads.
They're pleasant. I mean, they're actually also terrifying. Also, though, that's true. But I can't imagine any of these actions not performed as lasciviously as possible.
Yes, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
if you're a demon who licks things, you're just going to lick it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. This is actually, yes. The combined
if you're
effect
sniffing under a door,
yeah.
that's happening.
The combined effect of all of these guys all doing this shit at the same time in your home, that would actually fully traumatize any child.
What you would see is you would walk into your kitchen and there would just be 20 demons just licking your
and then they would all look at you.
Everything
they would look at you
and then immediately
then you'd look up and there's someone like sort of taking your sausage links one by one while someone else then brandishes a hook and steals some meat and then capers away.
Yeah, meanwhile you look out of the window and one of them is drinking milk directly from the teeth of the cow.
As one in the foreground is watching you and then
through the window.
And then another one is sniffing under the door at you with a weird nose.
Yeah.
No, this is bad.
They're doing it very intentionally too. It's not like you're catching like mice.
They're
staring you in the face. They're looking you down.
Is making eye contact.
Oh yeah.
While continuing to perform this task expertly and lewdly.
Yeah, meanwhile you still don't have your new underwear, so fucking watch out.
The last thing you see is Yule Cat.
Is Yule Cat's jaw unhinging.
Yeah.
Ooh. Man, what a good set of Christmas traditions.
So Krampus, though, still exists within this.
I don't know if this is. I think this might be separate to Krampus.
So Krampus is a different movie, and this is like.
Well, I don't think it's a movie. I think.
Well,
it's
I just mean like this is like the lore explosion of like the original.
In like the Yule cinematic universe, the Yuleverse.
Yeah, right. I mean, maybe they'll do a movie where like Krampus joins up with Door Sniffer or something, but like. These are separate entities.
So I think they come from different countries.
Right. But they're going to team up in an Avengers movie along with just like American-ass Coca-Cola Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I don't know who they fight.
Who inexplicably gets to be like the leader because he's the American one, probably.
Yeah.
For no reason.
It's better if he's not, though. It's better if Santa Claus is just like
agree.
a member of the stupid Suicide Squad, of just all these guys that just like a bright red Santa with a bottle of Coke and a polar bear next to him.
Yeah, yeah. I hope Spoon Licker gets to be the leader. The grossest one. Yeah. The one who's...
There is such a trashy movie involving like lowering people with sausage links. There's just everything you could ever want is in this.
Yeah.
Would it be live action or would it be a like DreamWorks animated film?
I think for it to really get the 4 quadrants, it would need to be a live action, celebrity studded. It's like the sort of movie that 10 years ago actors would be slumming themselves to do, but now it's like actually the role that you want to have in your portfolio. You want to have at least one cinematic universe in there.
It's true.
To pay the bills of hundreds of millions of dollars. So
Paul Rudd is Spoon Licker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Spoon Licker is probably basically human-sized, but just emaciated. But most of these other ones
they're
feel
all
like
starving,
they're like
so
capering little goblins, right?
I think they could be all sorts of sizes. You'd have to
they need to be all
You'd have to do the
sizes,
sort of Peter Jackson
you want that silhouette.
style, like
You want the nice silhouette.
Too plain, make
I see.
Make Ian McKellen look really big as the window viewing guy.
What do they do other than traumatize a child? I mean, I
think that they'd have to. They all do this surely because they must love it. So something has to threaten the existence of Christmas.
You know what I think it is? I think it's modern corporate Christmas putting them out of business entirely. Like even in this email, the reader Niev already indicates that like it's being sanitized, right? Like Yule Cat doesn't eat children anymore. Grilla is dead. Maybe that's it.
They don't believe.
Who killed Grilla?
Who killed Grilla?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Grilla is basically the Krampus
The Coca-Cola
analogy,
Corporation.
who actually steals the naughty children to cook and eat them.
Right.
And Grilla is dead now, casualty of multinational sanitized Christmas.
I feel like it's worth pointing out that were this to become a movie that was launching a major cinematic franchise, the slogan for sure is Christmas is canceled. And it's just all of those guys leering over some child.
Oh, that's really good, yeah.
But then it says this Christmas.
Right, coming this Christmas.
Yeah, coming this Christmas, Christmas is canceled.
Yeah, that's really good. That's actually very good, very punchy. Yeah, I like it.
I'm just a marketing guy, Chris.
I know. That's how I think of you.
If you make it, I'll sell it.
I just looked up the fact that Krampus, not the Yule lads, but Krampus was actually outlawed by the fascist party in Austria.
Whoa.
In 1923 or thereabouts. And that led to the downfall of Krampus for a while.
Christmas is canceled.
Christmas is canceled by the fascists.
The Austrian fascist party has canceled Christmas.
Yeah.
And the Yule lads are coming to save Krampus.
I mean, that's one version, right? I mean, that's the sort of like Wonder Woman, Captain America version.
Wonder Woman.
Wait,
no,
where it's just... It's
Wonder Woman is set in World War I. It's it's a Wonder Woman... The Wonder Woman movie is a...
So you start with whatever, like Grilla or whatever, and that's the
Yule lads fighting fascists?
Well, you've got to build up the cast, and so you got to set it in different eras. And there's going to be the 70s one. I don't know, the bowl liquor. I don't. And then you finally
people were really into bowl licking parties in the 70s. I don't know.
Fondue. I don't know. And then the Yule lads is it's the Avengers. It's the movie that's made after all of those individual films, right? I mean, I feel
but you start with like the old ass Saturday Evening Post Santa Claus meeting door sniffer on like in a trench in World War I.
Right.
In a trench. Why is
on
Santa
Christmas?
In
the scene is when they all stop fighting. And
it starts like Christmas
fighting,
and
it's that amazing. Okay.
So the like whatever the Germans and the British or whatever, or the Austrians have to be involved in there somehow because they're the ones who stopped the thing.
Right.
But that is how. So Santa visits the trench. Why are the Yule lads there? Why are they in the trench?
I don't know.
We'll have to figure it out.
I guess they're just fucking with all of the soldiers who didn't get their new clothes. And they're like, I was fighting a war.
I'm in a uniform.
Fighting a war. Well, I could have gotten a new uniform. I only have one. I've been in this fucking trench.
Why are there like thousands of cats here? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. it's okay for them to also just all be exhausted and sort of smoking cigarettes along with everyone else at that point. I think like everyone,
I see.
It's just been a long couple of years for everyone
Yeah.
involved.
So they took a time out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But then they get word that the Austrian Fascist Party or whatever has outlawed Krampus, and then it's fucking on.
Yeah, then it's
right?
just a stupid Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jared Leto definitely miscast as Santa Claus.
Jared Leto as bowl liquor.
God, it would be the grossest cast. I mean, it would be just like Crispin Glover, Jared Leto. Like, it would just be like, ugh.
Have you ever played a weird character?
Yeah.
That guy from Little Miss Sunshine and There Will Be Blood, whose name I can't remember.
Oh,
Just-
yeah.
He was also
Paul
Paul Dano.
Oh, Paul Dano.
Just like
Yeah.
anyone who's ever been typecast as a vaguely creepy guy,
Right.
no matter
Right.
how good of an actor you are or aren't, Steve Buscemi's in it for
the
sure.
guy who plays the dirtbag in the new Twin Peaks, and also the guy who plays the dirtbag in Get Out.
Yes. Yeah, wispy mustache guy.
Yeah.
Wispy mustache white guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Wispy mustache. Starring Wispy mustache white guy, Wispy mustache white guy, and Wispy mustache white guy.
Yep.
Just round them all up.
Yeah, get some Culkins
Hey.
in here.
Yep. Yeah, fucking get some Culkins for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
yeah. Culkin as bowl liquor and spoon liquor.
Oh, yeah, they would
How
be a
are there
team.
two different implement liquors?
Yeah.
Well, there's also like Crust Eater.
Oh, yeah, there's Crust Eater. Yeah.
Oh.
The gross Crust Eater.
I guess if
They're
you,
all
have
gross.
if you have this cast, it's just John Goodman as Santa Claus for sure.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
For
okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
right.
Yep.
And Tim Allen as Santa Claus.
No.
And Tim Allen as the Santa Claus. This is a cinematic universe, Chris.
Yeah.
Anyone's fair game.
Yeah. Gross. This is fucking.
God, actually,
Well, so this poster
no,
is
if you
just
get
a terrible thing
every
now.
possible.
That's just what those kind of movies are like now.
No, I
though.
know. All these floating
I think
heads.
if you did go full out meta cinematic universe and do like the sort of Alan Moore League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, where it is just this is the Icelandic characters, then you also have Krampus, then you also have classic 30s Santa Claus, then you also have Bad Santa and the Santa Claus, like just all possible iterations of sort of Christmas spirits, benevolent or trickster, who have been created, and just put them all on equal lore footing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, I'm starting to feel like this is actually kind of a good idea.
That's
For real.
The Christmas universe? The Christmas
Well,
cinematic universe?
it's the
I mean, I don't know.
Yule-niverse or
Well,
nothing, Nick.
oh.
I said that earlier and you just didn't hear it, but it's okay.
Oh.
It's fine.
Is it the Yuleverse or the Yuleniverse?
The Yuleverse.
Yuleverse?
I think so.
Ugh.
It rolls.
They're both bad.
They're both
Yeah.
bad.
They're both terrible.
Yeah.
Why do you think this is a good idea?
Oh, yeah, we didn't even mention Lord Hoist.
That's just us sort of just...
He's like probably like phase 2 or 3 of the cinematic universe.
Lord
or
Hoist Miss, yeah, that's true.
Yuleverse.
In this movie, Lord Hoist Miss is like alluded to menacingly, and there's sort of maybe
the fans
a glimpse.
No,
The fans
Lord
caught
Hoistmas
it.
just shows up on a computer as a name, and but it's his alter ego. They're
Yeah.
like, oh man, they've confirmed that Lord Hoistmas exists in the Universe.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch plays him way later.
Oh,
Right.
Like
God.
way later.
Yeah. Ha ha ha! Classic Yule lads. That was great.
Oh, he's just up to something, those lads.
Loved it. Loving it, you guys.
Oh.
All right, Jake, what next? What do we got?
Up next, Important if True 39, just like a few weeks ago.
Yeah. What is it? I don't even know.
I wrote down Holidays and Families and Cursed Pizza Lamp.
Oh, okay. Classic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we talked mostly about how Thanksgiving was coming up and our own various holiday traditions and how much we dislike them.
Yeah.
And then I introduced a new Hoistmas tradition of shipping yourself a destroyed Pizza Hut
We could
lamp.
probably just skip straight to that part.
That's
We don't need to hear about our sad, stupid holiday
well, there's
lives.
a couple things in there, but mostly I feel like I kicked off the Hoistmas season for Important if True by ordering that Pizza
You
Hut lamp, so
definitely
it should have
did.
been
That's
included.
definitely the true spirit of Hoistmas for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoy.
I gave myself a gift and then it was destroyed.
And then you gave all of us a gift.
I know. See, that's
And the gift was your ruination.
yeah. When your own hoisting is the gift you give to others, it's the true spirit of Hoistmas
Yeah,
is
it's
in you.
definitely the gift that keeps on giving.
The ghost of Hoistmas is in you. And the goblin is now ripped off of your body in a
The
dumpster.
ghost that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Your goblin.
Anyway, we should listen to that, I guess, because
All right,
we
here
have
we
to
go.
say we're listening to it now.
See if we're right.
Jake, you have something to give thanks for
Yeah.
sure.
I also don't know if I agree with that assessment, but I will tell the tale of a thing that I bought.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tragedy, by the way. Just spoiler alert. This is not a comedy. It is also that. No, it ends in a death, not a wedding. So it's a tragedy. I decided that it would be a really good idea to order a 1980s stained glass Pizza Hut lamp for the office. We have a MAME cabinet. We have like an old, an arcade cabinet. It's the cocktail style one with the glass top that you can sit down at. And it's like, it would be really funny to buy a Pizza Hut light if one exists and hang it from the ceiling down over that. I thought that would create a nice, really sort of classy atmosphere for the office. I found one on eBay and I paid.
Describe this because I wouldn't have known.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I know it by sight, but I wouldn't have. Had I not seen a picture, I wouldn't have understood.
If you grew up in a place with a Pizza Hut in the 80s or early 90s, a Pizza Hut, which is a just chain pizza parlor, the actual phrase pizza parlor applied to Pizza Hut far more in the 80s and early 90s than it does now, where modern Pizza Hut is basically just a Taco Bell that serves pizza.
Right.
But in its heyday, in the sort of golden years of Pizza Hut, it was a lot more of a chain attempting to be sort of a mom and pop style old-timey pizza parlor where it was like big wood booths and
I don't think I ever experienced. I don't know that if I've actually been to a Pizza Hut.
All of the glasses were, I think they were intended to look like they were glass, but they were plastic, sort of mottled red color. And then above all of the booths were stained glass lamps that made of like red and white sort of checkerboard and sort of abstract shapes. And then the words Pizza Hut wrapped around the entire thing in stained glass. So it was a gross thing.
Yeah.
But it's a specific aesthetic that is now gone.
Yeah.
And it goes well with arcade machines when you think of like 80s pizza parlors.
Oh yeah, that was like my local arcade basically. That was the only time I ever played an arcade game was going to a Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Or
like a round table of that era was similar. Anyway, I found one for the low, obscenely high price of $225 on eBay, and I bought it.
So this is the like octagonal. Right? It's like...
Oh, no, it's round.
Oh, it's round. Okay, round stained glass.
It's round stained glass Pizza Hut sign. Like it's got this stupid gold cord and a gold chain coming out of the top so you can hang it, and then eventually, hopefully, were you in a real Pizza Hut, it put some like plastic ivy around the top or whatever, I imagine. I'm sure.
Right.
Anyway... I had been excited for this Pizza Hut lamp for like 2 weeks, just waiting for it to show up.
Yeah.
And I got many updates from the guy on eBay from whom I bought it, saying, oh gee, sorry, I haven't had a chance to go to the post office yet. I've been running a lot of errands or whatever. This is a guy who I think got these lamps because he works in demolition and demolished an old Pizza Hut in Kentucky that hadn't been renovated. So that's how he was able to get these lamps. Is he demoed an old strip mall somewhere and was like, some idiot will pay $200 for this Pizza Hut lamp.
Some idiot
And I was like, buy it now. So there was a long back and forth where I was waiting for this stupid thing to show up. And then it finally did. And I was really excited.
Yeah.
I was really excited that I was going to get
you weren't in the office. And our office manager was like, it's here. And had a... Right? Wasn't that the case? Or no, you were here, I guess.
Oh no, I got texts all over that Slack channel saying your Pizza Hut lamp is here.
Yeah, you weren't here.
Because I broadcast very proudly that I bought a Pizza Hut lamp.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went out to the lobby of our office building to pick up this box, and when I picked it up, it made a slight clinking sound, and I went, well, that's probably just like the chain hitting the lamp. And then when I set it down on the kitchen counter, a piece of red and white glass fell out of the corner of the box, and it was like that.
A pretty unmistakable omen.
Yeah, just like everything about this is bad. Yeah. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's
just like I can glue the one piece on.
Yeah, exactly. And then I opened the box. Honestly, it was so shocking what a fucking nightmare was inside that box that I think that I actually only looked at it for like 7 seconds and then took a picture. Because I think if I had looked at it longer, I would have died.
Yeah. We'll link your tweet in
the
description.
It's a fucking nightmare inside of that box.
It's a miracle.
Yeah.
You gotta describe the contents.
So inside this box, Obviously, the Pizza Hut lamp is just fucking smashed to shit. Just destroyed. It looks like the guy before shipping it saw something online that pissed him off, and then he just dunked the Pizza Hut lamp into the box, and then it's surrounded by 7 full rolls of paper towels.
When he says full rolls, he means intact.
Yes. It's like someone went and just bought the 8-pack. Bought the 8-pack Safeway brand, stripped the plastic wrapping off, and then just also threw those into the box on top of the lamp angrily.
Further crushing.
Yeah. I'm sure the intent was a very misguided attempt to sort of use them as packing tubes or something.
Yeah, but they're completely dense because they're tightly bound.
Yeah, they're factory wrapped still, so it had the opposite effect, which is just basically I think that this Pizza Hut lamp was put in a box with a bunch of cylindrical rocks.
A pile of pieces of a Pizza Hut lamp buried underneath another pile of
it looked like an insane archaeological excavation where you're these are the pylons of some great culture buried in a desert of Pizza Hut glass sand. Right. These paper towel tubes just coming up, and then there was just a couple of little fragments of cord, and weirdly to make it look disgusting, a green plastic grocery store bag.
It was in the pieces were inside of a green plastic bag, which is how could he even?
It's a fucking magic trick. It was just the most I opened it and just. It just felt like looking at despair, and then I had to just close it. I laughed at it and I took pictures of it, but then I sort of just closed it.
And the word spread because you tweeted about it, and we talked about it on Slack, and other people who are tangentially related.
It turned into a fucking sitcom episode. Yeah. It was like an episode of Friends or something where it was
the office, and someone who we know would saunter through the front door and be like, "How about that lamp?
Sorry about that lamp, man." Yeah. One person walked in, our friend Zach, and said, "Oh man, sorry about that lamp." And they said, "But I mean, only an idiot would buy a Pizza Hut lamp." And then he just walked away. And then our friend Kevin walked in, and he before even saying hi, just went, "Sorry about the lamp, man." It was totally, our office was the set of a 90s sitcom, and it was the episode where the lamp broke.
Yep.
The capper on this is that the person who sold it, since they demoed a Pizza Hut and had a bunch of these, said, "Oh, I'll send you a new one."
Oh, yeah.
And,
oh, my God.
And Chris has been obsessed with how we're going to have 2 broken Pizza Hut lamps. I have new news about this.
What?
This guy makes cross-country trips in his vehicle, and I'm going to meet him in person and pick up the lamp in Sacramento.
I didn't know this. You're going to drive out to Sacramento for this?
Yeah, why would I not?
When are you meeting him?
I don't know. I hope that it's in the rain and we meet in an abandoned gas station like that scene in Zodiac. What if he hands it to me and it's smashed?
What if he kills me? I got it for you. reaches into his trunk of his car and just gives you a green plastic bag full of lamp parts.
I don't know why I wanted to get a Pizza Hut lamp anymore.
See if we're right.
We are right, Nick. We know this one was 2 weeks ago.
We're very certain we're right.
Yeah, this was right. We nailed it. 100%. 10 out of 10 recollection of what happened in that event.
So good. Good work, everyone. And finally,
Idle Thumbs. And this one is from
reaching all the way back to pre-important if true.
Yeah, this is from our video game podcast. So it's full of video game content.
There's no video
if we're
game.
Right.
We're not. Enjoy this very stupid clip. I would like to wish you both warmest greetings.
oh, thank you. Somehow that doesn't feel like a very sincere, warmest greeting. Chris. I wonder why. It doesn't have the genuine feeling of I was
going to say, I have in my hand, podcast listeners can't see this, but I have a McDonald's McCafe warmest greetings coffee cup, which I've been obsessed with for the last day. Have you seen this, Nick?
Nick does not know what this is.
Okay, Nick has not seen this yet. There's a really great series of images that's been going around. So you see what this is, right, Nick? What this warmest greetings?
Yeah,
it's a picture of little mittens.
So
someone has found out on the internet that if you draw,
oh god,
you're gonna do it.
Is this you are Mr. Gay all over again? What's going on?
Amazing things are revealed. Hold on, I have to think about anatomically how this works out. I'm going to do this here for my
Chris is
podcast partners.
Very carefully etching into the side of this coffee cup.
He's drawing some details. I know what they are. We all know what they are. Nick has no idea what they are.
I have no idea what they are. I'm very excited.
Have you practiced this, Chris? Is this
no,
like
this is live.
Is this like a cooking show where you're like gonna pull one out of the oven here that has the drawing on it?
This is happening as we speak. I've never done this before.
I can't imagine what this could be. It's just a pair of mittens.
Oh, you can't, Nick? Is that all it is?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Is that what this is?
Oh, of course. Oh, good. Wonderful.
So, Chris, you have to describe what this is now because I refuse.
So this is.
Here, I'll take that.
If you there's a McDonald's cup with coffee on it that says "Warmest Greetings," and it has two big white mittens sort of crossing each other. And this is hard to explain in audio, but if you take the thumbs and turn the thumbs into wrists and then draw fingers extending out from the wrists, it ends up looking like two hands spreading open two big old butt cheeks.
You're very, very pleased by this, Chris. You're
too
pleased.
Okay. When you see it this way for the first time, it's really hard
see the mittens.
to even understand what it was originally supposed to be. It looks so fucked up. And then last night, I saw an animated GIF of someone who did the same thing, but they poked the hole where the butthole is, so the brown coffee was just spewing out. I couldn't believe it.
If anyone was wondering, we've sort of been slowly tracking our descent into becoming a just shitty morning show. We have achieved. We did it.
Yeah.
Incisive video game content? Fuck that. What if you punch a pencil through a McDonald's cup and then it looks like a butt pooping?
Right. Yeah. And hopefully our mid-roll content is just an ad for McDonald's now. And then we would truly be a morning show.
Warmest greetings.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh my God. I ate McDonald's for breakfast this morning. You know what's so funny about that? What do you think I got this cup?
This is
so. I think I stole this cup?
Nick, you're right. This is actually sponsored content. Just you and I aren't in on it.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's true.
Chris has signed his own brand deal.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is, I sometimes just get a cup of coffee.
The funny thing is, I just love the sausage biscuit in the morning.
I get a cup of coffee from McDonald's often on the mornings we're doing the podcast because it is the only place between my apartment and the train, the subway, that takes credit cards, and I can use the credit card for like a $1.07 transaction or whatever, and they don't care because they're just a big chain. Yeah. So I just go in there and just get that. And I totally didn't remember until after I already did it this morning that it was the fucking Warmest Greetings cup. I didn't even plan this.
Yeah,
And then I got here and I realized...
You realized how happy you were with everything in your life.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Anyway, if you're new to Idle Thumbs, welcome. Warmest Greetings.
I enjoyed this very stupid clip.
Oh, me too. I liked it.
Oh, yeah. Loved it.
I really missed those cups.
Those cups are never coming back.
They're definitely never coming back. No,
Did you keep one?
No, because the only way to get one is to have coffee in it, which means it's already like.
You could have been like, "Can I get like two? Can I get like an extra one so I don't burn my hand?"
That would have been a good call. I didn't think of it. No, I didn't. That was a year.
I'm going to do a quick search here, Chris. I'm going to go to eBay.com and we're taking the warmest greetings cup.
You know what? I bet there have been like Cafe Press style ceramic mugs with this graphic created on them to like capitalize on the recalled McDonald's holiday cups.
There aren't any on eBay.
None on eBay.
I bet that you're right that like Etsy or Redbubble or someone probably has a bootleg Warmest Greetings, but like they drew the poop in. Etsy has like an artisanal ceramic recreation, like you said, and Redbubble has the fan art version where it's like a barfing or pooping butt.
Or it's just a really bad JPEG, like low-res JPEG of...
And then Amazon.com has a mug that has a picture of the cup on it.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yeah,
auto-generated.
Yeah, Amazon.com, in fact, has a mouse pad that has a photograph of a cup but is listed as Warmest Greetings cup that you buy, and then you just get a fucking mouse pad with a picture of a cup on it.
Yep. All right, well, that's about it for our worthless holiday content this week.
That was great holiday content, Chris.
It was great holiday content.
Name me a better holiday podcast.
I certainly can't think of one, and so I think that says all that needs to be said.
Name me a better Idle Thumbs Network holiday podcast. I can.
Yeah?
the Something True holiday episode for sure is going to be better than whatever this was.
Oh, that's true. That may well be out already by the time you hear this, but that's a really good plug. Our friends Duncan Fife and Alex Ashby, who are the creators of the wonderful, very funny history podcast Something True, are doing a one-off holiday episode of Something True while they're actually in the planning phases of a full second season of the show. And if you haven't heard season 1, you absolutely should. You can find it at somethingtrue.net. But somewhere in the vicinity of now, with it plus or give or take a week, they're going to be putting out a special holiday episode about a pie. So stay tuned for that, or listen to it if it's already out. All right, and that about wraps it up for this mailed-in episode of Important If True. Next week...
Literally a mailed-in episode. It's about giving and receiving bad gifts.
Well, that's the next one.
Yeah, you said next week.
No, I said that's about it for this mailed-in episode.
Yeah, and then you said next week, and I said literally a mailed-in episode.
Oh, that's true. Nope, it's true.
I did say the correct thing.
I can't keep up with you, Jake. You're too smart for me.
I'm just so smart.
You're just so smart. Next week, we are going to have another themed episode of the show, but this one with actually new content. Think about that. What a brilliant move. Next week, we are going to be discussing bad gifts, stories sent in by listeners. If you have a bad gift story yourself, you can send that to questions@importantoftrue.com with the subject line bad gift, although you should know that if you're hearing this, it's already too late to get it in this year. But we will keep that inbox going so that any future bad gift specials, we can accrue those stories.
I'm really hoping that we can spend a year honing the most richly aged bad gifts and
just
really have
grossest gifts.
And assuming we're all alive in 2018 and that computer equipment still functions.
Still functions at our, beck and call and not for its own dark purposes. Yeah. Yep. So that's it. Thank you for listening to this very special episode of Important If True. We'll be back again next week with a bad gift special. In the meantime, you can send any questions you have for future normal episodes of this show to questions@importantoftrue.com. Our website is importantoftrue.com, and from there you can find all the places we reside on the internet. Have a very happy holiday season. For All Thumbs, I'm Chris Remo.
I'm Nick Brecken.
I'm Jake Rudkin.
Stay festive.
Nick, I have a quick question for you, actually. When Chris just mentioned this was a very special episode of Important If True, do you feel like you learned anything? Do you think you learned something from this very special episode of Important If True?
Not at all.
Oh, fuck, okay. I was hoping that you maybe had learned something.
Wait, what? I did. I learned things. I learned so many things.
Oh, good. Wow, phew, what a relief.
Like what? Name one thing that you learned.
That we didn't know what Hoistmas was. I don't know.
Shit.
Damn it.
What are you setting me up for? I don't understand.
Nothing. I just hoped that I would get a valuable lesson out of you. I was just it just occurred to me that if maybe one of us had learned something, it would have been really nice to hear at the end of the podcast to wrap it up nice. But instead, it immediately put you into it.
Would have been just real nice.
Yeah, if someone had learned something.
If only one of us.
I guess I learned something. I guess I learned to never fucking count on you to close out an episode.
I learned you're both assholes. I guess that's what I learned.
Yeah, goddamn, fuck. Hey, whatever. Come on, it's Hoistmas.
Oh, it is Hoistmas. True. I don't need to pick on you. We're all going to be hoisted.
True.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Nick, I love you.
Nick,
I love you too.
No. Yes.